Okay. Wow, okay. Twitch was actually on top of things and actually ran the ad break nice and quickly. Hello there, cuties. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're all having a lovely day. I'm making a brief return to streaming because I got a free code from the developer of this game. And as soon as I saw what this game actually is, I was like, oh, this sounds amazing. This sounds like this sort of thing I would love to play. So I was like, you know what? I need to stream this thing ASAP. So the game we're playing tonight is called Heroes of Magic and Steel. As far as I can tell, it looks like a cross between Heroes of Might and Magic and Slay the Spire, which, if you know me, basically sounds amazing to me. So anyways, we'll be giving that a try tonight. I'm not sponsored by the developer or anything, by the way. The only contact I've received was just the free code for the game, and that's it. So, anyways, let's go ahead and get this up and running. Oh yeah, you may notice I have new emotes. I've updated almost all of my emotes, filled in all the slots. If there's any ones that I think will look better than any of the ones I currently have, I may switch things out. But yeah, I have not updated BTTV or 7TV with the new emotes yet. I will get around to that sooner or later. But yeah, hey Beanpole Brando, how's it going, cutie? Lovely to see you. All right, let's go ahead and hop right into the game. There we go. All right, now I haven't actually had a chance to play this at all yet. So we're going to start off with the tutorial. I imagine it's going to be not too dissimilar from, stuff that I've played before. All right, welcome to the Heroes of Magic and Steel tutorial. Here you will learn the basics to start playing as quickly as possible. This is a strategy game featuring tactical combat, team building, and ability decks. Making mistakes and losing are part of your growth. Don't worry, you'll always come back stronger. Ooh, not crazy about the wall of text format for a tutorial, but okay. Sometimes needs must. In this game, you'll face different enemies in each run. Each enemy group has its own strengths and weaknesses. It's up to you to identify them and build an efficient strategy. Sure, once we know what things do, we'll be able to handle them better, right? You must build a team of 3 different heroes according to your strategy. There are 2 hero categories, Magic and Steel. Color orange indicates a steel hero in the background of the portraits and on the gem of their cards. Magic heroes use the color purple. Sure. Steel heroes focus on high damage and durability, but have low mobility and need to stay closer to enemies. I mean, I imagine these will vary between heroes. Magic heroes have a wider variety of attack ranges and several ways to control the battlefield, but deal less direct damage and are more fragile, naturally. Each hero has a unique deck. Cost 1 cards have 4 copies, cost 2 cards have 3 copies, 3 have 2 copies, and cost 4 cards have only 1 copy. Sure. The game is turn-based. During the hero's turn, you control all of your characters. Okay, so Fire Emblem turn order, basically. You can freely alternate between your characters' actions. Goal is to defeat all the enemies in a stage. To win a run, you must complete all 10 stages. The top icon shows which stage you're currently on. The bottom icon indicates how many enemies are in that stage. So this would be stage 1 with 10 enemies. Sure, got it. Cards represent your hero's actions. Each card has an energy cost. After being used, a card goes to the discard pile and does not return to your deck. Use your cards wisely. Okay. Is that... Okay, so you can't reshuffle your deck if you empty it during a battle. But do they come back to your deck in the next battle? That's the real question. Some cards require you to choose a target, a tile, a direction, or an area. The color orange indicates the available options. The color red shows which tiles or enemies will be affected by that card. You can cancel the card before choosing a target. Natchy. Good, good. You can also draw more cards from your deck. Each turn you draw up to 3 cards, and each draw costs 1 energy. Oh, so you can spend an energy to just draw another card. I like that. Sometimes you just get kind of screwed with bad draws where you have like a bunch of cheap cards that you spend, like you can play them all and have plenty of energy left over, or vice versa, way too expensive cards and can't afford to cast anything. So I like that. That's nice. To move a character, select them. Available movement tiles will be shown in blue. Each movement action costs 1 energy, and you can perform up to 3 movement actions per turn. Sure. Okay. I mean, don't you have 3 energy naturally anyways? Each hero has 3 special abilities. You can use 1 of them per turn, and it costs 2 energy. There's definitely going to be a big learning curve with this game, I can tell that much. When you're satisfied with all your character's actions, you can end your turn. This starts the enemy's turn. They'll always move toward the nearest character, and if in range, attack them. Sure, naturally, that's typical TBS AI, sure. Wait. Towards the nearest character. Oh, so they're not going to do any big brain plays like go for, the mages behind your tanks. Got it. Each enemy has 4 stats: health, damage, movement, and range. You can check these stats by selecting an enemy. Okay. Well, with the enemies targeting the nearest character, having good tanks will certainly be useful. After completing a stage, each hero receives a reward for that run. There's 3 types of rewards. Most common one are neutral cards. Steel heroes draft cards from the steel neutral deck. Okay, so there's decks specific to the type of hero, sure. Once a neutral card is selected, it's removed from the neutral deck and no longer appears as a reward. Okay. Sounds like it's going to be like a bit of a battle of attrition. After completing stages 2 and 6, you can increase your hero's energy. You get 6 new energy points to distribute how you like. Oh, okay. After stages 4 and 8, you choose an item that grants a benefit to each hero for the entire run. Okay, so relics, natch. When you finish a run, whether you win or lose, you receive 2 types of resources: coins used to unlock new heroes, and hero essence, which are used to upgrade the hero's starting deck. Okay, so a little bit of meta progression, but nothing too crazy. Each hero's card has 3 levels. When you upgrade a card, that improvement is permanent and applies to all of your future runs. Okay, so level 3 Fireball is twice as good as regular Fireball. Sure. All right. Oh, gosh. We have difficulty choices, too. Okay. So we have 2 options here. Either... And it looks like the main difference is how it handles your deck. Cards are a limited resource for the entire run. If your deck runs out, it remains empty. Designed for deep strategic planning. Every decision carries long-term weight. And if your deck... And then the other one, Adventure. If your deck runs out of cards, your discard pile is shuffled back into your deck. More forgiving experience focused on combat flow and experimentation. Since this is my first time playing, I'm going to go with Adventure. It even recommends it for new players, so... I also tend to prefer more relaxed experience. Oh, we get a choice of who we're fighting against. Interesting. Except that everything is grayed out except skeletons. Okay, sure. I imagine we'll unlock more either in later runs or as we succeed. Okay, so lots of heroes. We've got 6 heroes to choose from. I kind of want to just pick 3 semi-randomly and just go, you know? Alright, this guy looks kind of tanky. Him and all allies within 2 spaces take 1 less damage this turn. Yeah, that sounds like a tanky thing. And these guys look more offensive in nature. Now let's take these 3. And we'll just kind of figure things out as we go. Ooh, I like the comic book lore here. Oh, great general, abandoned and betrayed. Such a pitiful end, Amarer. I feel your unrest, conqueror, your sorrow and rage for being forsaken. But do not fear. Death is merely a suggestion to me, and I wish to see your hatred bloom. What? I survived? No, my general, your flesh has long returned to the soil. Who are you? I do not know this voice. I am merely a friend, one who can grant you what you truly desire. Vengeance. A friend, is it? What do you gain by helping me? Bringing someone back isn't free. Calculating even in death. Yes, I want something. I want you to destroy the cities of Faerluz and Arcana. Accept my request, and you shall have the strength to erase their faces from your immortal mind. Those are your demands? Ha ha ha! I should have expected as much. Very well. Grant me this power, and I will reduce Arcana and Faerluz to ash. The pact is sealed, my esteemed general. Use it, and let them remember the one who rose from disgrace to glory, Hashid. My brothers in battle, the wait is over. Desperate whispers, a craving to breathe clean air once more. Open your eyes and behold what has become of your sacrifice, of your pride. They call us mere casualties, hiding the cowardice that unfolded that day. The day I know every one of you remembers. But that ends today. The tale buried beneath shame and lies has returned, and it will bring down the walls of the cursed cities that forgot us. Hear me! We march with rage and bone, so that the traitors remember war. Let them remember the wrath of the forgotten, as we wipe their cities from the map. All right. Ooh, okay, so I'm right into the middle of things. Okay, I pressed a button and I didn't really mean to. Okay. So I think I used this. Deal 2 damage to an adjacent enemy. Yeah, that worked out for me. Okay, it looks like... Okay, I can move up to 3 times, but it costs energy to do so regardless. I see. So we can tell the range, damage, and movement of the enemies by looking at them. So the archers have a range of 3, naturally. The grunts only have a range of 1 and move of 1. Movement amount is very low. I like that. Well, I guess I'm going to use first blood here so we can take this guy out. And that's all I can do with you. Okay, so this is to draw an extra card from your deck over here, I think. A bit late for that. Now, okay, I could use Rush to take out these skeleton archers. That's probably a good way to do it. But these also seem like really good cards. Skeleton archers do 2 damage, so I do want to take them out. What about you? What do you do? All enemies in a cone of 3 spaces. So if I... that's not what I was hoping for with the range of that. Oh, this is just like target anyone, anywhere, and it does that. Oh, that's really cool. Well, I think we'll want to use our cards on this first turn to take stuff out. You have a bunch of buffs to yourself for the next turn. Interesting. Send a random card from the hand to your deck. Deal its energy cost as damage to all enemies within 2 spaces. Ooh, I like that. If I could get here and then do that. Well, it would have to not hit the fireball, is the thing, for it to work out for me. I guess I'll have you use sword attack. And then... All right, let's try the big brain play. So you guys only have one move. So it's okay if I end my turn here. I'm going to take out both of these archers right away. Ah, perfect. This ability is amazing. So you want to get a bunch of high-cost spells in Lilith's deck. That's really cool. Okay. So can I reduce these guys' damage to 0 with Protect? I mean, probably, but I also just wouldn't be able to reach them. So I think I'm just gonna move here. Okay, so I'm gonna use Exhaustion mostly to test it. Sounds like it reduces my energy pool permanently for the fight, but gives me extra damage. Yeah, okay, it's down to 3, but I have extra damage. And it doesn't say this turn like the other things do. Okay, cool. I like that. Okay, so I guess little story time. Heroes of Might and Magic 4 was very different from all the other Heroes of Might and Magic games. In that one, your heroes were individual units on the map, and I always really enjoyed that. Ooh. Okay, so we get new energy each turn, but we don't draw cards naturally. So I guess our 3 abilities here are really important. I see. Well, if my understanding of how Protect here works, I can just use this, and these guys won't be able to damage any of us, because we've all got... Oh, okay, we need to stay within 2 spaces. Right, we need to stay within 2 spaces of Telder here. But that shouldn't be too difficult to do. All right. Well, I have to be adjacent to an enemy for that. Let's go ahead and slash this guy. Now, these guys only have 1 health, so I could totally just move here, use save for later, and no matter what it picks, it works. And just move forward a little bit. Yeah. All right. This is pretty cool so far. I'm digging it. Definitely appreciating the heroes with higher movement. Braca here. Wait a sec. I know Braca. Ah. I guess I should let Braca know that she's got a character named after her in this game. That's pretty cool. Yeah, Braca Quiltusk, fellow vtuber. That's really neat. It is a little bit annoying that you have to select move multiple times to use it more than once, but yeah, it's fine. That's fine. I don't need to spend all my energy every turn. There we go. Hey, Briley, how's it going, cutie? Lovely to see you here. How are you cuties enjoying the new emotes? Right, so we got some cards to choose. Do we get to pick a card for each character? Or is it just like 1 card in total? Okay. Control abilities like this sound amazing to me. So I'm gonna grab one of those. Okay, yeah, 1 card per character. Let's see, reduce damage taken by 2 for the turn. I kind of want to skip with you because you like having high cost cards. That's good. I'm glad you're liking them, cuties. But yeah, I put those together in Emote Lab. I've been enjoying that now that I've actually figured out how to make a decent facsimile of myself with it. 3 damage to the first enemy in a line. Yeah, that's not very good. Okay, something like this is actually really good. It's just like any enemy only costs 1 energy, so I can just remove something that would be hitting me and, you know, take my time taking out the remaining enemies. I'm good. So let's finish my first 1k army list. 6 models left to finish the base of. Heck yeah. All the Warhammer stuff is beyond me, but it always brings me joy to see my friends having lots of fun with it. Okay, this would be awesome on our tanky guy, but I don't know if that's a good card for you. Bring It On, however, that sounds pretty good. Allows me to just not take any damage. Okay. 13 enemies here. Yeah, we've got a lot of skeleton archers to deal with. Well, I can use the first blood again to allow you to take both of these guys out. It would be nice if there was like a threat range indicator. Kind of like how you have the danger zone in Fire Emblem. Alright, well, let's start with the Savage Slash. Take this guy out. Let's see, you have Rush. Rush would be amazing for taking those guys out. The targeting on Firewave is kind of weird. I don't fully understand how that works. Yeah, Lilith's abilities here are definitely all about preparation. Okay. Oh, okay, the effect of exhaustion is still active even now. Wow. So it's not like for the battle, it's for the entire game. Don't know how I feel about that. Because that means I have a lot less energy to work with for you. I mean, I guess I can have you... Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have you move here. I'm gonna use First Blood to take this guy out. Always appreciate a chance to see that come closer. Oh, whoa, cuties. I guess I could have you use Rush on this Skeleton Archer and then just walk away from the Grunt here. The Archers are like the only real threat, because the Grunts have such little movement and range, and they only hit for 1. But the Archers have range of 3 and hit for 2 damage. So I do want to keep them from hitting me if at all possible. Yeah, I think this is, well, now let's see what we can do with Lilith first. If I just move to here, and then use save for later as long as it doesn't pick the fireball. Then we should do enough damage. It did not pick the fireball. We are sitting pretty. That's beautiful. Okay. Unfortunately, that means you just kind of don't do anything useful right now. I could have you draw cards, I suppose. Oh, is there a limit to my hand size? Must be a limit to my hand size. Well, I don't want to move any closer because I don't have enough energy to use protect if I do. So I'll just go ahead and put that, use that right now. Okay. I think the important part when engaging with the enemies over here is we're going to want to use our damage reduction ability, Protect, and take out the skeleton archer immediately. Now, the unfortunate thing with Lilith here is that her only way of dealing damage is by removing cards from her, either playing cards or removing them with save for later. But save for later is so good. Okay, you have range 3, move 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I should be able to take this grunt out just fine. Let's have Braca move in for the kill. Alright, and then... don't want to split the party here. We're stronger together. Yeah, it's okay that I have unspent energy here. Okay, this guy being in the way is a problem. I think I'm gonna want to back away a little bit. Then let's have you draw cards. All right. That's a bit better. I can make this work. Let's use Rush, I think. Well, hold on. How am I taking out the skeleton archer is the real question. Can I use Fireball over this gap? Let's start out by testing it. It does not let me use it. Okay. I could always just use Fire Ring, and Fire Ring is just amazing here. Actually, you know what? Let's just do that. Okay, and with that, I'm just gonna say don't ask again, because sometimes I just want to end the turn nice and quick. Fire Ring, I heard there's a cream for that now. Oh no. All right, distributing energy. So I think I want kind of a nice even split. I think more with you. Like, I want to have everyone having at least 5. Braca can do a lot per energy, so I'm going to invest a little bit more energy in her. All right, Tilder, what What are we looking at position-wise here? Okay, we got a new enemy here. Skeleton Assassin. 3 movement, 3 damage. Yeah, this guy's gonna be a problem. Okay, do I have any good ways to do 3 damage to him? How can I tell if an enemy is tier 1? I mean, I guess I can Savage Slash Skull Piercer on the assassin. And then I need you to get in and hit the skeleton archer. All right. Okay, I think at this point I'm better off actually using my spells instead of okay. So I think with the targeting of Fire Wave, if I go here, yeah, I hit both of these, it looks like. There we go. Hey, Baka Snail, how's it going, cutie? All right, so you're nice and safe now. I don't think there's anything realistically you can do left. I can have you draw a card or move a little bit more, but that's about it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 energy now, I need to remember. So what if I move, attack, and then I can rush the skeleton grunt over there, getting me safely away from the archer? Kind of feels like a waste of a rush, though. Still, probably my best maneuver here. Let's go ahead and take this guy out. Now, let's just have you move a little closer to the battle, and then wait, it says 10 enemies. I only see 5. That means the enemies are going to get reinforcements soon. Okay. I think what I should do is move in closer. Oh, I can only use one of these per turn, it looks like, because these are all grayed out now. Yeah. Well, let's use First Blood then. Okay, so he's not tier 1. I'm not happy that I have no way to see what tier they are, but anyways. Right, so that's them taken out. Oh, okay. Good luck getting, good luck with whatever you're doing there, Riley. Appreciate the lurk, cutie. Doing alright, have a crazy day. Ooh, well, I hope that it's crazy in a good way, Baka Snail. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, that's scary. We had an assassin show up right next to us. We've got new archers. Most of the stuff is on the bottom, though. If we can take out these 2 guys, we should be good. Because the closest these guys can reach is where we're at right now. Okay, yeah, I can move you 2 in to take out the assassin, and you can just take out the archer. Attack. Little column A and little column B had an insane stream today, positive. Well, that's good. Always love when that happens. I hope this stream goes really well, because this game is like brand spanking new. I think it's either not actually out yet publicly, or it like just came out today. Kind of why I wanted to stream earlier than I ended up doing, but that didn't end up working out. Let's go ahead and save for later. That takes them out, and we can draw cards. Let's have you move there. You can draw cards as well, as can you, and we should be set now. Now, the tricky part is going to be getting in here and taking out these skeleton archers, because these guys kind of have a big range. I think my best bet this turn is going to be have Braca move in, take this guy out, and then these guys can only reach up to here, so I'm going to move up to here to hide. And then we're just going to have everyone else move in a little closer. Yeah, there we go. All right, nice. Oh, I should have used one of your abilities to boost your damage or whatever. Oh, they picked the most annoying spot they could have. Okay. 1, 2, 3, attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, attack. And then have you use a fireball on this guy? I think that'll do it. So I need to move Braca first, so that she's not blocked off. Take this guy out, and then Tilder. Inch our way over. I got Kenshi. I want to keep playing it for people, but I'm going to keep playing it now. That is a mood. Kenshi is like a whole big ass thing, so. Alright, let's go ahead and use my ability for more energy next turn. I don't really know what I'd do with that, but I'm allowed to do it. Doesn't cost me anything. And then you guys can just chill. Like, unless I want to use First Blood and take out a skeleton grunt, but why, when I could just turtle? To my knowledge, there's no penalty for taking extra turns. So, my thoughts on the characters so far. Braca is amazing, mostly for the movement. Lilith has amazing cards, but if you're in a good spot where you don't need to use cards, then she's a little underwhelming. Not bad in any way, shape, or form. She's amazing. Her cards are magnificent. Look at this thing. This just clears the board, basically. At least with the enemies we've been fighting that have had very low health. I'm gonna go ahead and use a fireball here. Probably should have drawn a card first, but whatever. Alright, so pick a card. Wait, why is it showing ×3 here? Do we get 3 copies of it? Is that how that works? Okay. Well, in that case, it makes a lot more sense to have the cards be one and done. So yeah. Okay, let's see. Deal 3 damage to an adjacent enemy, +3 for each copy of this card in your discard pile. Not crazy about that. Deal damage to all adjacent enemies and push them away. I like that a lot. All heroes gain an extra movement for 5 turns. That actually sounds incredible. Take 1 more damage this turn, gain 3 damage next turn. So just kind of use that on a turn you're safe before you kick ass. Sure. That's a lot of damage. I think I'm going to go with the strategic repositioning, though. Because, what can I say? Tactics win battles. Big damage, oh, indeed. Add a copy of a random card from your discard pile to your hand. I think in future runs, I'm definitely going to play with the cards are 1 use. Because when I was going in, I had no clue what the game would actually be like. But now that I understand it a little better, I think I like the idea of cards being just single use and relying more on your hero abilities for the most part. 3 damage to all enemies within 2 spaces. That's pretty solid. It also frees me up to use one of her other supporting abilities instead of having to use the one that randomly discards. I like that. I'll grab that. Oh, okay. We are split up and not in a good way. Yeah, you're in a real bad spot. Is there anything I can do to make this not suck for you? I don't think there's any way for me to have you not take damage. Unless I just cast Magma Burst, which feels like a waste, because Magma Burst is amazing. Oh, I can also just use See You Later on the Assassin. Yeah, okay. This is an amazing card. I'm really glad I picked this one. Okay, but... Shit. Is there a redo turn? Because I accidentally hit a button I didn't intend to. Well, she'll hit harder next turn, but that's not what I intended to do. Oh, okay, I understand the targeting on Firewave now. That's kind of annoying, honestly. Don't like the way that targets. One, two, three, four. So you can kill this guy and then come over and kill this guy. That'll help you out. All right, let's use... Oh, 2 damage to an adjacent enemy and all identical enemies on the map. So if I use this, that just kills every skeleton archer. That's kind of cracked, actually. That's crazy. I mean, if there's ever an enemy to use it on, it's the ranged enemy that threatens a large area for us and has exactly 2 health. Yeah, let's do it. I should have done that before my turn there. Alright, so the skeleton assassin can't reach us now. Well, I no longer really need to worry about the skeleton grunt here. I can just move in and hang out with my team here. I do, however, need to make sure not to get stuck dealing with the skeleton assassin. And I think the best way to do that is going to be have you just stay right here. Yeah, literally just stay there. There is a potential argument to be made for having you use exhaustion again, because that'll buff your sword attack to 4 damage, which is enough to just one-shot these guys. Also your rush, which, yeah, okay, I'm convinced. I convinced myself. Yeah, 4 damage with that is really good. One, two, three, four, five, six. Oh, we got a bunch of reinforcements to deal with. What the hell? There's so many skeleton assassins now. Okay. I can take these guys out easily, but you have your work cut out for you over here, Telder. So I'm thinking rush, kill the skeleton assassin, and then walk over and hit the skeleton grunt with a sword attack. But then how do I deal with this one? Do I just take the 1 damage? I mean, it's 1 damage. I should be fine. But geez, the skeleton assassins are becoming a problem now. Yeah, let's rush here. Take out that assassin. And then move. Sword attack. Okay. Now, can just move you and then use save for later? But there's a good chance that just doesn't work. I could also just play see you later on the skeleton grunt to not have to deal with them. Do you have a fireball in hand? You don't. It'd be nice if I could see what is in my deck that I could potentially draw without having to commit to drawing it, and I don't see a way to do that. I would offer that as a bit of feedback to the dev. I would like to know what cards are in my deck without having to just memorize it. Oh, okay, I can see my discard pile. But that doesn't quite help me. I want to see my draw pile. Or what is in my draw pile. You know, not necessarily where it's at in there. That would be a little OP. Okay. That's kind of crazy. Braca just has amazing damage cards. Okay, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 range. I could potentially kill this guy and then just move over to start supporting you. I think that's the way. And then let's have you play see you later on this skeleton grunt so I don't have to deal with them. Now there's a 75% chance that I draw the right card with... that I pick the right card with save for later. But I also can just ignore the skeleton archer, move up here, and save for later to take out this guy. Then we can start drawing up to our full deck again. You have no energy, so... Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is effectively where this guy can reach. 1, 2 attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 5 energy to get away. Palatro 2. I mean, kinda. Actually, hold on. What if, if I have to have you attacked as well... Yeah. You have a lot of damage reduction cards, too. Honestly, you might be better at damage reduction than Telder, but Telder at least has AoE damage reduction, which is really nice. All right. You picked the wrong card. That is very bad news bears for me. Okay. In that case, I have to update my strategy a bit. You go in sword attack and then walk slowly away. Braca, we're going to have you come in, finish off the skeleton archer, and you're going to draw another card. Okay. All right. We're doing okay here. The problem is just that these frickin' skeleton assassins move just a little too quick for me. Actually, that's not even true. I can outrun them even with you. I just have to do all of my moves, actions. Right, so I can just kind of wait here, yeah? Beast Momentum sounds cool, but like you have to be playing your cards for the sake of playing your cards, and I kind of want to avoid that. Oh, Creep, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, cuties. My name is Praxis. I'm the Crystal Eater VTuber. I was a human until I died and was revived when my crystal heart came crashing into my chest from outer space. Hope you cuties had a lovely time in Creep's stream, and I hope you have a lovely time here. We're playing a new game that either has yet to come out or is coming out today, called Heroes of Magic and Steel. It's been a lot of fun. It's kind of like if Slay the Spire met Heroes of Might and Magic, and I absolutely love that. Anyways, we are... Ooh, let's boost your damage for next turn. So basically, you pick 3 heroes, and then you battle a bunch of enemies in hexagon grid maps like this. Yeah, it is pretty neat. But yeah, Creep, if you need to raid and run, I fully understand. If you stick around, I'd love to have you here, cutie. Okay, well... let's start with you. So our save for later ability is incredible. All right, we got solid hit on both of them. Let's go ahead and have Braca move in and finish this guy off. So yeah, there's a couple things we can do every turn. Each of our heroes has a certain amount of energy they can use each turn. They can use that energy to move, to draw cards, to use one of their, I'll call them talents. I forget what the game called them, but basically each hero has 3 talents, which are an ability that they can use up to 1 of each turn. Like 1 total out of all 3 of them, not 1 each. And then 5 shield at the start of each level. That sounds awesome. Oh, wait. When you use an ability, 50% chance it stays available. I think that's the thing that I'm mostly using, so I really want that. Oh, okay, I see. So we get an item for each character, huh? Sharpened Gauntlet is amazing. And then what do you have? After you play a card, 50% chance to add a copy to your deck. At the end of each turn, reduce the cost of a random card in hand by 2 energy. Ooh, I like that. That'll allow me to do some crazy plays. Ooh. Okay, Skeleton Spearmen. Looks like they have a little bit of range. Not as much of a threat as the Assassins or the Archers, though. Range of 2 and move of 1. They have a lot more health, though. When attacking a hero, return a random card from their hand to their deck. Ooh, so we definitely don't want to let them attack. Fortunately, though, given the enemy's placement this turn, we should be safe from everything except for these 2 guys right next to us. So we just need to take them out. There's going to be 15 enemies total, and we've only got 8 on the map at the moment, though. So I need to be careful not to get overwhelmed by reinforcements. Oh, there we go. And Steel Skin got discounted by our Arcane Breathstones. It doesn't say anything about it being until end of turn, so theoretically, this will just keep on reducing the costs, right? That's what I'm reading. Okay. Well, let's have you go ahead and use your Intimidate. Maybe we'll be able to use it again. Okay, nice. We got the proc. I love this Talisman of Infinite Flow already. Even though you're probably the worst character to have it on right now. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and... yeah, use your save for later. That did 4. Wow, okay. Drew a Fire Wave. Fire Wave is good to have. Then let's have you move in, kill the guy, and I think that's all we can do. You guys have some energy left, but... Alright, there's the ad break. We'll be back in just a couple minutes here, cuties. All right, welcome back, chat. So we're at the end of our turn here. Let's see what the enemies are doing. Or rather, let's see where the reinforcements are going to come. Because that's the real question. Also, thank you for the hydrate, Beanpole Brando. Water! Bunch of more... Oh, geez, just summon a bunch of assassins right next to me, why don't you? Okay. I think this is a good turn to play Magma Burst. All 13 remaining enemies are here, so this'll kill everything but the spearmen, and then I just need to do 2 damage to each of them to win. I mean, yeah. God, Magma Burst is so good. Do I want to do that, or is there a way out of this without having to do that, is the question. There's 3 freaking assassins right next to me. This archer can reach me too if I'm not careful. My damage is actually not all that high without using my other cards. Also, yes, the cost discount from Arcane Breathstones is permanent, it seems. Because this is still discounted to 1. That's really nice. Aw, thank you, Bagus. Now, I love my model too. It's very cute. Well, if I do Magma Burst, all I have to do is clean up the spearmen. And I can totally do that just with our abilities. So, I think that is a worthy choice. Okay, you can't reach us, so... Unfortunately, I cannot reach you and attack you. One, two, three. Actually, I can just stay where I am and kill them next turn. However, I am going to go ahead and have Braca move in, kill this guy, and move back. So much energy, so much movement. You'll love to see it. All right, I can only move 3 times a turn. Okay, I should be able to move you in and attack him. Very nice. All right, new cards for everyone. Let's see. We've got more expensive cards this time. 11 damage to an adjacent enemy. 1 damage to an adjacent enemy plus 3 per card in your hand. So if I need to use this, or if I take this as opposed to on target, they're the same cost. This is better as long as I have a full hand. And if I'm slightly below that, it's almost as good as this. Otherwise, it's very much weaker. But this, however, is always good. I hate this. This is so bad. Yeah, no, it's either going to be on target or more cards the better. I think I'm going to go with on target because that's just consistent. And there's probably going to be a certain point where I'm like, burning through all my cards. Oh yeah, and here's where the type between heroes actually starts making a difference. So these 2 are steel type and you're a magic type. It's probably going to be... Ow. It's probably going to be builds that involve going for cards like this and using specifically steel or magic type heroes. Ooh. It's a lot of damage, but you have to destroy an energy for it. Oh, gain energy. Also, teleport is cool. I like that. Let's go with the gain energy, because I love that. Plus 8 damage for your next attack. I mean, I could just play this preemptively if I know I'm going to do a big hit. But I'd also rather have Steel Alliance, because that helps both of you do a lot of damage. So, yeah. Huh. Okay, what is this start? You two are off in the middle of nowhere. Meanwhile, you're sitting next to all the enemies in the universe. The fuck? The fuck is this? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I can at least kill the archer and then run to safety, but like, sheesh. Okay, we can totally use these as choke points. But the thing about doing that is my cards are so cheap now. I love it. Well, let's kill the archer. Do I want to... If I'm going to be using Spiral Gore, I want to be next to 3 of these guys. Which is not happening unless I'm being very dangerous. I still see no indication to what a tier 1 enemy is. Those are the 2 things I would change. Let us see our deck and explain, show what tier the enemies are. Anyways, I guess I need to have you run away now. 1, 2, 3. You should be safe here. Alright. Let's have you guys start moving towards the battle. Can't believe they just started us. This is such a weird starting position compared to all the other fights. Most of the other fights have been like starting us like, what's the word I'm looking for? Okay, I'm gonna go with Inner Fire for more damage next turn. And you... I think I'm gonna have you just wait or maybe move a little bit closer. Let's have you move a little bit closer. We've done pretty well so far. We haven't let the enemy attack us a single time. Well, that's not entirely true. I think at one point a basic skeleton attacked us, but we had Protect up, so we didn't take any damage from it. Okay, I may want to let the skeletons come to me. The assassins, I mean, specifically. I guess I can have you move in, take out the skeleton assassin, and then move out of the skeleton archer's range? I'd kind of love to do something about the skeleton spearman, though. Oh, you guys are set up perfectly for firing. Like, I'm never gonna have another opportunity like this to hit 5 guys with it. That is beautiful. That is so beautiful. I love that. Well, unfortunately, you, Telder, just don't have enough movement. Okay. I could hit and run on the spearman here. Move in, hit, move 2 more times to get away. I think that might be the That might be the play here.
The wheel has spoken, Met.